In this video tutorial, we're going to walk through the process of downloading the Harry Norman Home Search application, and then I'll show you how to use the features. The application can be used across platforms, whether it's an iOS or it's an Android device. If you are using an Android device, to access the application, you would select the Google Play Store. On the iPad, we're using the App Store. I'm going to select the App Store application, and when the window opens in the top right corner, we want to use the search field. In the search field, I'm going to type in Harry Norman, and as I type, you'll notice I receive a drop-down list of applications. You're going to select the Harry Norman Home Search. Before you download, Apple may require you to use your Apple ID, so please have that handy. To download the application, you'll notice that there is a cloud icon, and what we want to do is click on that because this is the download. When you click on the download icon, you'll know that the process is beginning because you'll see a blue circle starting to fill in. Once that is completed, the download icon changes to an open button. To complete the installation, we want to click on open. Your screen will refresh and you'll see the download process begin. Once the download completes, the system refreshes and you're going to be prompted to allow the application to use your current location. Choose OK. To go to the main Harry Norman map window, you're going to tap on the screen to remove the instruction screen. And now you see the application on your screen. After closing the instruction screen, it takes you to the main map in the Harry Norman Home Search. In the top left corner, you're going to notice three icons. The first one is an arrow, and this is searching nearby listings. The second is the drawing tool to draw defined searches. And then the third is the globe for your satellite view. The blue pin that you see on the map indicates your current location. At the top of the screen on the Harry Norman Brown toolbar, in the center is where you can type in an address, the city, the zip, or MLS number to view on the map. To the right of that, we have a set of tabs. We have the Refine tab, which is your search options. We have your account, which allows you to either log in if you already created an account, or you can click on Create. You would fill in the information and select the Register button. Once you register, you'll then be prompted to open an email to confirm your email address. When you click on the link to confirm the email address, the system takes you back to the application. The next option is the Home Spotter, and then the very last option is the Agent Branding, and we'll talk about those shortly. Let's take a look at our Refine tab. I'll select the Refine tab, and you'll notice that the default status is active. I can select other statuses, except for the sold. The sold, you'll have to log into the account in order to view that listing information. If you wanted to select an individual status, you first have to select the status, and then you can choose to turn off the active. We'll slide to turn the active back on, and now let's take a look at the type. It defaults to all of the property types being selected. You can deselect them by clicking on the ones you don't want to use. Also in this window, we can select the Next button, which takes us to our price ranges. You can select a price range, and once you're completed, choose the Done button. You also can choose your price range from the search option list. You have your bathrooms and your baths, and you'll slide to the desired bedroom and bath. And towards the bottom, we can search for open houses, we can search for price reductions, and any new listings in the last 14 days. In the top right corner, if you are finished adding all of your criteria, you're going to click the Done button. If you want to clear this information entirely, in the top left corner, click the Clear button. In order to view that listing information that we've defined in our refined search options window, we're going to zoom out on the map. And to do this on your iPad, it's a pinching motion with your fingers. We're going to pinch in, and you'll start to see that the map becomes more defined in streets, and you'll be able to see additional areas, as well as the listings start to pop up on the map. If you are trying to zoom in or out on your map and there's some lag time, that means that the application is trying to catch up with the functions that you're trying to perform. Now that we have our property tags on the map, there are two ways that we can view that information. We can tap on a property tab and a pop-up window appears. In order to see that listing information in a larger window, we're going to tap on the tab and it opens in a larger view. You're going to swipe to the left or right to view additional images, and then you'll swipe up towards the top of the iPad to view the property information. In order to close this, we're going to tap on the map to close that listing property information. To close the pop-up, we'll tap on the map again. Another way to view the listing information, we'll see a gray tab to the right, and we're going to slide that tab out, which now gives us a grid view of the listing information. And again, in order to see the properties in a larger view, you'll tap on it. If your window is open in this view and yet you want to go back to the grid view, we're going to tap on the grid window and it closes that individual listing. We now see our grid view. To close our grid view, we can collapse it to see as much or as little of the listings as we would like, or we can completely close it to view the entire map again. We're going to tap on the map to close the tab that was in the pop-up view. Now we want to take a look at using the drawing tool. To use the drawing tool, if we want to view listings in another area, we want to pinch in on the map to get a better visual of the map, and then we can drag to an area. Once we find our area, if we want to see more of the street view of that area, we're going to separate the fingers on the iPad to zoom in to see that area. Now, if you want to use the refine and then use your drawing tool, you would click on the refine button, add your criteria, and select done. I'm going to click clear and then done. I'm now going to choose my drawing tool, and you'll know that your drawing tool is active because it turns blue. I'm going to draw my refined area, and you'll notice now that area has turned gray. It also gives you an apply button and cancel. We'll click on apply, and you can now move your map to center it. You'll see all of the property options that are within that defined area. In order to see the listings more clearly on the map, you want to separate the fingers on the iPad and start dragging out so that you can see where the listings are situated more clearly. And again, to view a property, you can tap on the Map tab, click on the pop-up, and you can swipe to the left and right for the images. I'm going to click back on the map to close the property and click on the map again to close the pop-up. I'm going to deselect the drawing tool by clicking clear to clear what's on the map. We now see that we have an array of everything because we don't have anything refined. Now we're going to look for sold properties, and to do so we have to log into the application. You'll select your account and choose Log In and type in your information. When you log in, there won't be a change on the map. The only way that you'll know that you're logged into the property is that you're able to select sold properties, and then you'll also be able to save properties. Once you log in, we're going to go back to Refine, and we want to refine this information. I'll also choose Sold, and I'll take off the actives. I'm going to choose a property type, and I'll say Done, and then we'll say Done again. It tells you that the area is too large. We have to zoom in on the map, so we need to separate our fingers, and now you'll start seeing the sold properties. When you tap on a property tab to open it, you can swipe to the left and right and see the pictures, and again swipe up to see the property information. To close this individual property, we're going to tap on the map. To close the pop-up, we'll tap on the map again. Another option that you have available to you is the Home Spotter. The Home Spotter gives you a view of all of the properties that are available near your current location. You'll see those properties start to float across the screen as you start turning the device in a specific direction. In the bottom left corner of that window, you'll see your north, south, east, and west, and within it you'll see yellow dots. As you start to turn your device, as it crosses over a dot, that indicates a listing. You can tap on the listing on the screen to view it in its entirety. You also have the ability to save it. This one was a saved property. If we deselect it, it removes it from the Save Property section. If I want to select it again, I'll tap on it and then choose Close. We then can turn off our Home Spotter button. That takes you back to the map view. In order to see your saved properties, you're going to click on your account on the iPad. On your mobile device, you'll choose your portfolio. We'll select My Saved Properties, and your screen will refresh to only show those saved properties on the map. You'll also see the indicator with a heart. To delete that information, you're going to click on the brown toolbar in the center where it says My Saved Properties. The last feature that we're going to look at is the agent branding section, and that is the last tab all the way to the right on the brown toolbar, that black icon. We're going to click on that and it takes you to the Contact Customer Care. An individual can email from here, or they can choose Find an Agent. When they select Find an Agent, as they start typing in the search window, agents start to appear in the list. In order to select an agent, they would click on the gray star, and that now assigns that particular agent to that client profile in their application. And as they search now, that agent information is located in the top left corner of the application. For more information on using the mobile app, contact the marketing department or training@harrynorman.com.